Hello, colors. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we discuss on some interesting updates. We start with this report claiming that Barcelona plan to sign a pivot midfielder next summer, as Argentine international Guido Rodriguez of Real Betis remains an option. We are going to discuss on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about our captain Sergio Roberto, as he could very well be playing his last season at Barca. We are also going to be discussing on that latest report. So as we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona manager Xavi Hernandez has a plethora of options in the midfield department this season, but it appears that the club plans to bring in more reinforcements in the area. The Blaugrana roped in players like Ilkay Gundogan and Oriol Romeo this summer, while Fermin Lopez is also now in the first team dynamics. But according to Alfredo Martinez of Sport, Barcelona believe that there is a requirement for another central midfielder in the pivot position, and that is what they will be targeting next summer. Having lost Sergio Busquets this summer, Barcelona roped in Oriol Romeo to fill in as the team's pivot midfielder for the ongoing season. The 32-year-old has done a solid job so far, but there is no natural backup for him in the position in the first team squad. The likes of Ilkay Gundogan, Frankie de Jong, and Sergio Roberto can play in the position but do not have the same profiles. As such, the technical staff at Barcelona believe that there is a need to sign another pivot midfielder. There had been murmurs about a move in January itself, but it appears that the La Liga champions will wait until the summer to bring in reinforcements. The report further goes on to add that Guido Rodriguez of Real Betis is someone who is well liked as an option for the position at Barcelona. The 29-year-old has been on the Blaugrana's radar for some time now and will be a free agent at the end of the season, with his contract with Betis expiring. Recent reports had suggested that a move for the Argentine international was completely ruled out, but it appears that it might not be the case entirely, and that Rodriguez still remains on Barca's agenda. So it remains to be seen if Barcelona do follow through on their interest, in Guido Rodriguez, or maybe look at other options come summer. Of course, the move, or let me say a search for a defensive midfielder, was one of the most talked about for Barca's transfer business this past summer, until when Barca successfully got one after hard struggle, I must admit. Of course, Oriol Romeo was finally the chosen one, but wasn't the one that Barca initially wanted. We should be clear. And of course, for those who were following the transfer window precisely this past summer, we saw the fact that Barca were linked with a handful of DMs. We're linked with a handful of DMs. I can't count the number of DMs I did spoke about in my episodes, but the fact is, money was the problem, as you would expect. So Barca ending up signing Girona midfielder Romeo was not because Xavi really wanted to do that. It was because at least he was, that was the only decent option available on a chip, because he was bought for 4.5 million. Barca were linked with Brozovic. Linked with quality players out there. But the truth is, there was just no way. Out the finances, Barca's hands were shut. So, despite that, Barcelona are still looking at the need to signing a new defensive midfielder. Of course, this shouldn't come as a surprise. It's not like Oro Romeo is the worst of transfers, but let's be honest, he is not the level at Barca. He is not the level that Barca needs as a DM. He is 32 years old already. Age-wise, he shouldn't be a player that we should fancy to keep for a long time. That's even the worst case. He's already 32, so of course, which means Barca should see the need definitely to bring in a new DM. Since Busquets left last summer to Inter Miami to meet his old pal Messi alongside Jordi Alba, Barcelona have been missing that little spark that Busquets had. He and Busquets alone. We know how special Busquets is. He has that special spark. Despite his aging, but whatever, yes, he was now becoming slower. But honestly, he's that guy who knows to control the midfield than many people out there. Then moving on to the final story of discussion. Why he was never a top star. Sergio Roberto has been a loyal and hard-working servant for Barca throughout his footballing career, the last remnant of Pep Guardiola's golden era in the current squad. The 31-year-old became the first captain of the team this season following the departures of Busquets and Jordi Alba in the summer. However, Roberto has not had many chances to lead the team into the field as his role and prominence in the team have diminishingly greatly in the ongoing campaign. Now, Sport is reporting that this could very well be Sergio Roberto's last season at Barca, given his reduced importance and his contract situation. The 31-year-old signed new one-year contract renewal with Barca until 2023-24. Of course, following his stay at the club, manager Xavi was insistent on keeping hold of the Spaniard as part of the team and played a key role in the renewal. The manager is understood to be very happy with how Roberto carries himself in the dressing room despite his reduced role. But when it comes to minutes on the pitch, Roberto finds himself struggling to make any inroads. Joao Cancelo has made the right back position his very own since arriving on deadline day. While it also appears that Araujo could be preferred over Roberto in the role if the Portuguese is given a breather. La Masia veteran can even play as a midfielder, but there is too much competition for places already, with even Fermin Lopez now ahead of him in the pecking order. In fact, Roberto has played just 174 minutes across all competitions this season and has not even featured in Barca's last 4 matches. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.